The other day, John Bravo did a follow-up to the Liver King video that he dropped here last week about Liver King injuring his eye. And I'm going to link John's video in the description down below. You guys go check it out. John gave some pretty good insight about Liver King. Now, John calls him the liver bitch or whatever. I'll call him the king of con, okay? He conned more people than Greg Doucette can con a cookbook. How you doing, Greg? Your biggest mosquito still around. I ain't went nowhere. I just been busy, bitch. Anyway, John believes that he injured his eye and that, he doesn't think Liver King is faking about the injury. And a lot of us believe the same thing. But John believes that the Liver King injury isn't as bad as it seems. Now, I know looks can be deceiving, but John does point out some very interesting things in his video. You guys remember back when Liver King was going around talking about bull testicles and everything, is how he got his physique and, doing things the ancient way and all this shit. Eating meat and liver and blah, 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 and all that shit is what made him the man he was today until he Derek from More Days, More Plates snitched on him, and the other guy, who's he revving now, Vera Steve, that tried to shake his world upside down, but they only ended up making the Liver King more popular by design. That's what happens when you hate someone so much so you can inadvertently make them more popular by design. But then his views and everything kind of been going down, and John made a point. He was preaching all this righteous shit before he got busted, and now he's back on the stuff. He admitted today he's back on testosterone and shit because he didn't like the way he was feeling. But on Instagram posts, he was eating eyeballs, okay? And got John to thinking about maybe he's pushing this narrative, eye for an eye. Him eating eyes is going to help with his eyesight and blah, blah, blah. Help with better eyesight, maybe to push more product or produce a new product. Now, I'm going to go a different way. Like I say, there was a lot of interesting things in John's video, guys. Please go check out his link in the description down below. I'm going to go a different way. I believe the Liver King is injured. I also believe that a lot of people, when they hear bad news, right? And I'm prior service, and I've been around a lot of vets, and I've been around a lot of sick people in my life. And when they tend to hear bad news, they tend to try a lot of remedies that they see on TV or on the internet, or something that they heard, or something just ancient, right? If your optic nerve is damaged in any way, right? And let me rephrase it. If it's even minor, okay, because the optic nerve doesn't repair, right? If that nerve is damaged in any way, then you're going to lose vision in that eye eventually, okay? And the doctor, he said the doctor looked at his eye, and the back where the optic nerve connects to the back of the eye and the orbital socket back here in the back, right? You got your corneal, your retinal, and all that, right? In the back of your eyeball, right, is where the optic nerve connects. Well, when the actual, what you call it, the band hit him in the eye, it caused a lot of trauma to the eye. Now, listen, I'm the type of guy that thinks logically. If that band popped him in the eye, it got popping with enough force to push that eye back on the optic nerve in order for it to cause damage. And I'm not saying that didn't happen, okay? I'm not saying that it didn't happen. That type of force from a band hitting you in the eye to cause that type of pressure on the optic nerve it got to be a lot of pressure, a lot of damage. But if the optic nerve isn't damaged and it's severe trauma to the retina and the cornea and all that shit now, the cornea and all that shit now, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because I'm from the South, guys, so I have a strong accent on shit. Okay, So forgive me, the cornea, all right? If any of that damn shit is damaged bad enough, you can lose your sight because your retina is what reflects the images in your eyes from what you see. And then the optic nerve processes and do all that fucking shit in the eye. In layman terms, it's more complex than that. But back to what I was saying. I know a lot of trauma to the eye, forceful, like, pow, a lot of fucking trauma to the eye, even get hit behind the head can damage the optic nerve in certain ways because it connects to the back of the occipital bone, all that shit. A strong blow from the side of your eye can damage the optic nerve. So I'm not saying that's out the realm of possibility, but a band striking the eye like that, I don't think the optic nerve got damaged. I think his retina and cornea and all the other shit that helps with vision alone, that sends the signals back to the optic nerve, I think that's damaged, and that's what's probably causing him to lose his sight. But when people hear things, they tend to want to try everything because they don't want to believe that this is happening to them. It's like a cancer patient. I seen a female with cervical cancer, right? She had a big tumor in her cervix. She didn't want to go to therapy originally, so she tried home remedies and only got worse, so much so she had to go. They had to hurry and operate and take the tumor and everything out and do what they need to do for the cancer would spread to her and kill them. So I'm not saying that Liver King is lying. I believe if he's doing this to promote a product, it will kill his business. So I don't think that he's doing it to drum up business. I believe he's scared. He doesn't want to lose his eye. So he's trying any and everything. I watched that Instagram video of his. He looks like he's very shaken by everything. And that's what happens when you're traumatized. You're shaking. You don't know how to deal with it. So you'll try any and everything. Listen. Essential amino acids. Omega-3, 6, and 9s, right? That stuff helps with vision, eyesight. Just getting those type of fats in your diet alone can help repair nerve sleeves and all that good stuff. It help with eye health. But the one nerve that cannot be repaired under any circumstance, or that doesn't repair itself, is the optic nerve. Once that nerve starts to receive any damage and it starts to eat away at that nerve, that is it for the eye. It's at that point you're screwed. So that's why you take care of your eyes. Then that's why you train smart, and that's why you don't put yourself in a situation where you can risk losing your eyesight. You know, my advice to the Liver King is don't stress about it. Stressing about things like that can inadvertently rush that process of losing your eyesight. Why? You raise your blood pressure up, right? That blood pressure will cause the pressure in your eyes to change, right? You have fluid in your eyes that keep your eyes circular, intraocular pressure, right? The IOP, which is dictated by the fluid that runs from the aqueous humors, right? The tubercular mass work, the aqueous humors, the fluid that runs in tubercular mass work that helps regulate the fluid in your eyes. They keep your eyes at a certain pressure. The average pressure should be between 10 inches of mercury to 20 inches of mercury, somewhere in there. When you raise your blood pressure, that can inadvertently cause pressure in the eye to push back on the optic nerve. People with glaucoma know this science all too well because that will cause glaucoma, but it also push back on the optic nerve. And if his nerve is already damaged, it could speed up the process and make his vision go just that much faster. So I will try to keep my blood pressure low. I'll try to keep my stress levels low, and I'll just go through what the doctor had to go through, have you do. The eye can heal itself, but if the optic nerve is damaged, Liver King, if you watch this, if it's damaged, there's nothing you can do about it. Accept it. Accept it and try to adjust to it. Don't jeopardize your health because you might be losing an eye. Okay? And once again, if they can repair the retina in the eye, you might be safe. If the cornea is bad in your eyes, the cornea is bad, then you might be a little bit screwed. Even though people have that removed anyway from time to time. I know people that have a lot of what you call it, that shit in your eyes, squiggly lines and all that shit in your fucking eyes from the shit that breaks down in your eyes from I can't think of the name. You guys know what I'm talking about. But you know, the little squiggly line shit, so when they have that, they retinas taken out. Yeah, retinas. The retina, they have not the corner, they have the retina taken out. So there are doctors out there that's well versed in eyes. Yeah. So I would advise you, don't waste money. If you went to a lot of high reputable doctors out there that say, hey, your retina's fine, your corner's fine, you know, all this shit is fine. Okay. But we can't repair your eye because it's damaged, and this is why. Then accept that. Okay. I'm telling you. Accept that. All right. If they say everything look good in your eye, right? From everything, it looks like it might heal up on its own, then you should be all right. But if a lot of doctors say you're gonna lose the eye, prepare for that. Prepare for that. All right. Do that. Okay. And don't become so overwhelmed. I'm just giving you some friendly advice. I'm no eye doctor. Like I said, that's why I know certain things about the eye, but when you start talking about the corneas and the retinas and all that other shit, like people with that have glaucoma issues, a lot of times they have their corners taken out. I don't know why I say retina. Retina's what the light for. They have their corners or whatever taken out and all that fucking shit. So I'm no fucking eye doctor, all right? I'm no eye doctor. But I do know the optic nerve, and I do know if your retinas get damaged bad enough that you can lose sight, you can be blind, partially blind, and parts of your eyes, stuff like that, because the retina is that badly damaged, they can't repair your retina if it's too badly damaged. Okay, I think I said enough about the Liver King. So I wish you well. Once again, you go check out John's video. John gave a lot of insight. But I truly believe the Liver King is scared. I don't think he's trying to push another product. And looks can be deceiving. Just because the engine doesn't look that bad doesn't mean that he don't have some serious eye damage. He can still move the eye and stuff. That's good. And he still got control the nerve in his eyes, the muscle that connects to the nerves. He still got, you know, movement pattern in his eyes. That's good. But, you know, you can't see how bad the retina is just from the outside. You know, you have to go have an eye doctor look in your eyes and stuff, and if they're seeing certain things that they can't just fix, then that's just something you have to accept. That's facts. That's facts. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'm out, guys. Peace.